Hello and welcome to STO Basics. I'm Jack Baker and today we are looking at energy weapon types in Star Trek Online. The first thing I want to talk to you about is there is going to be these are my recommendations. These are my recommendations for the weapons that I would recommend you go and get, and there's a reason behind it. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube at the moment that kind of covers the mathematical side to the energy weapon types, and I don't really want to do a replica video of that. I just want to say which ones are good and which ones I think are bad, and I've covered a lot of weapon types except for Proton Weapons, which I think look cool, and I would really like to kit out my ship with Proton Weapons. But I'm not sure if you can actually have a full ship of Proton Weapons due to the stats that I've seen. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if I am wrong. At the bottom of the list of my list is the phasers. The phasers are one of these weapons that are given to you at the very start of the game when you play as your Federation character. They give you a 2.5% chance to basically damage a random subsystem, which to me sounds very pointless. It's a pointless weapon. Yeah, they're just pointless. Nobody really uses them that I know, mainly because the weapon types are just a little bit no. It's just a no. I'm sorry, it's just no. The second one is Disruptors. Disruptors basically gives you a reduced your damage resistance or enemies damage resistance as you hit them. So these are the ones that basically allow you to do more damage to the hull, and I highly recommend getting these weapons when you first start out in the game, especially at an ensign level or maybe even lower than that. I highly recommend you get hold of these weapon types to start the game. Although the system has changed, you can now get the top weapons through the R&D, but I highly recommend the Disruptors to start off the game type. These are the weapons I used at very early on stage, and they got me through most of the levels until Commander anyway. The next one I would like to recommend is Plasma, and Plasma is the third at the bottom, and it's probably one of the game's most powerful weapons, but these are these weapons that are over the time. As you can see, the Borg are using and have destroyed me in this video, have destroyed me using plasma weapons. That's what the Borg use, and they give you a debuff bonus. They have a debuff bonus on me that basically stops any stacking bonuses that I may have, which means that it reduces the power that I can actually push for my weapons. So a lot of my weapons and a lot of my build is for the stacking, and I can't do that if I get a plasma burn on my ship and anything like that. It also does an awful lot of damage over the time as well. So I recommend getting them when you're a commander level. I wouldn't recommend using them full on. They're just one of these weapons that are a level only until you get to captain. The next ones that I would like to recommend are the Polaron, and not just any old Polaron. You want the Dominion Polaron weapons. These weapons are basically very powerful weapons. They give you they take out the subsystems of your enemy ship, and they also give you an increased damage to their shields, I believe, as well. So they do doubly good than the normal Polaron weapons do. These are very useful weapons if you want to take down some people's subsystems. Subsystems are the systems that are recommended. So currently my ship in this video is using the subsystem full power to weapons. So if someone was hitting me with Polaron weapons, I wouldn't be able to hit them as hard as I can, even though I'm looking at the numbers and I'm thinking I'm not actually hitting the target at 100 plus anymore, which is a bit of a problem for me anyway. The next ones I would recommend is Tetrion. Tetrion does a lot of damage to their shields. If you want to knock out their shields and target the hull with your kinetic weapons, I would highly recommend that. These are the weapons that are used at a lower admiral level before, and are the best weapons that you can get before you get Antiproton, which I highly recommend getting. The next weapon, of course, is going to be Antiproton. They're probably one of the weapons that are at the top These weapons gives you a plus 20% critical severity, which, as you can see, as you see me playing in game, I've got a lot of critical severity on this map, and I'm doing quite well. I'm doing quite a lot of damage. A lot of enemies like to target me as well, which is a problem. But there you go. So these are the weapons that I highly recommend. If you have got the chance to get hold of the Proton Weapons, I would highly recommend that. I have no stats or information on the Proton Weapons, although I have seen them in work and they have been really good. The other weapon types that are not the types that you can originally get straight away is the Elachi Weapons. These are Disruptor weapons, but at an Admiral level, these Elachi Weapons can actually do an awful lot of damage, including ignoring 100% of enemies' shielding, which means that you go straight through, straight to hull. There's a slight chance of that happening, which is pretty cool, and I highly recommend it. The question of the week I would like to ask you is, what shields do you use for your ship? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and as always, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. This has been STO Basic, and I'll be back next week with a new video. Thank you. Hi, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, click that big red subscribe button below. If you want to see more videos like this one, click that annotation there. If you want to see more videos from our other channels, click that annotation down there. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, please vote for us for the UK Podcasters Award. The link will be in the description. Thank you.